Why, hello everyone! It is I, Miss Nesbit, and I am the one running the podcast from now on.
Oh my, get out of here, Mrs. Nesbit.
Oh,
No one wants your cocky attitude.
How dare you insult me?
Okay, Craig, you can just stop.
Alright, fine. Don't ruin my fun. It's my month, you know. Sorry about that. Craig burst in and tied me up and did some other things that I don't want to talk about.
Not so PG.
No.
It's more like PP.
Yeah, if you're wondering, It's all red. All the way down. They need to get that checked out, actually.
Anyway.
But welcome back to the SML Podcast, our first one for October. I am, as always, your host, Corey, and there's your co-host, Jacob, and our guests, Hunter and Sarah. Today's topic is going to be about the houses, because recently, on Lance's channel, they have announced that they are renovating the house, making it into a new set house because they're adding a whole bunch of new sets, changing up how the house is. So I thought it would be a perfect time to just kind of go over all the houses that they've been in throughout the years and just kind of what we think are memories about it. But as always, we have to start with our episode recap. So the first one we're going to talk about, since there's been a few since the last recording, we're kind of recording these, or uploading these, I should say, out of order. Or at least we're going to try to stay a bit more on topic. So, yeah, the first episode we'll talk about is Junior the truck driver. So, would you like me to go first, or would you like to go first?
I'll go. For starters, I liked the video Junior the truck driver, and mainly because I don't know how Junior went from 16 to like 34 and then somehow back to 16 in the new videos. I'd really like to know that technology. I want to go back in time and change some things, but whatever. That's not the point of the topic. But I did like it. I thought it was funny because, especially the Mexican joke. I don't know why. Just the Mexicans in the back. Do you hear that?
Yes. There definitely isn't any illegal immigrants back here, and then you just hear them echoing in the truck. Huh? Did you hear? Yeah. Did you hear something? Huh? No.
I like that joke, and then I thought it was cool that Logan bought a semi truck. I don't know why that's cool to me, but it kind of took me by surprise. But at the same time, who did he get to drive it? Because I don't think he has a CDL.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know. He probably just drove it or got someone to drive it, like in that one area, because inside the truck scenes were just a green screen. So I think he really only like drove it for a very short time. So I don't know, maybe he just got away with it.
Hmm.
He didn't get on the highway or anything. But yeah, I was a bit weirded out by this video at first because it was such a weird idea. Like, and I will say, the one thing that I don't really understand, I mean, it's kind of funny, but like the one thing I don't understand is, he sees the truck and then he's complaining about it. He's like, oh, I got this truck when I wanted a car. I don't even know how to drive this thing. But then as soon as the like the walkie-talkie started going, and like he just immediately went into trucker mode. I was like, but he didn't know how to drive it or want to do it, but now he immediately knows. How's that work? But it was also kind of funny. So uh, I can't complain about that too much. But yeah, I just thought a lot of the jokes were funny. Partially because they were very out of left field. Like like the joke about him having to pay child support for 3 kids because as soon as he delivered his first shipment as a truck driver, they just handed him divorce papers. Like that was funny.
Yeah.
And
Was that filmed in the bank room of their little house set thingy?
I don't think so.
Hmm.
Yeah, because they had scenes at the house. They had green screen scenes where it was him in the truck. They had one scene at the gas station, and then just one scene at the side of the road. So I don't think they did one in the bank vault.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, I just thought that one was funny. It was creative. It was weird for sure. But yeah, no, it was fun. And you know what? It had a decent use of Penelope for a joke.
Yeah.
So gotta give it that. Um, yeah, I don't think I guess like it was really cool to get some variety, like with the driving and like the scenes of them on the road and stuff, and the green screen of him in the truck and going to like the gas station. It was really good about making it feel like you were watching Junior actually travel around. Like that was good. Most videos, especially in more recent SMLs, just feel so like I guess stagnant. Like it always feels like they use the same sets, the same locations, kind of going through the motions all the time because they barely experiment anymore. And uh trends that all of the videos we're going to be talking about have, except for Krabby Patty, I guess. But we'll get to that one. They all have like a variety of locations, and it really does help make the videos feel like a bit more unique and original, even if they're not like the greatest video. I think it honestly helps. Next, we got to talk about Junior's stealing problem. Could I go first on this one?
You can,
Sure.
because yeah, you can.
I don't know why, but I really like this video. Like I don't know if boofing is a real thing. Like stealing stuff in like a convenience store or whatever by sticking it up your butt. I don't know if that's a real thing. I can believe it. Like I can absolutely believe that people on TikTok or whatever do it, and that's how it became a thing. I think it's weird and obviously gross, but like I don't know. I just thought this video was funny. Like for some reason, Junior and I mean, we know why Cody thinks boofing's cool, but like for some reason, Junior thinks boofing is really cool, but then Penelope and Joseph are like, "That's gross. Why do you guys think that's cool?" And they're like, "Because it's awesome." Like, like I thought that was funny. Getting to see a gas station scene, like I thought they were in an actual gas station. I did not see them behind the scenes until today. So I thought they were actually in another gas station. It has been so long since they've been in the gas station scene.
Yeah,
Like,
I thought originally that was the gas station.
yeah, for a moment there, I was like, oh wait, is this like the old gas station, but like remodeled or something? Like that set is a really good set.
Yes. Is his name Zeke? Not Zeke, but Anthony, isn't it? Which whoever was building it for him.
I think he said it was Zach.
That's right, it was Zach.
Yeah. Whoever Zach and his family. He mentioned, Lance mentioned it was him and his family that did it. Like, I don't know if they're like, if they have like a business or if it's like a like they're an independent thing, but like they do good work.
Watch when SML eventually like ends and Lily ends up with the channel. Watch her open a museum in that house.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'd go. Like I'd travel down to Pensacola to go to the SML museum.
I got
You
one.
kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I like that. I liked how bully was used in this video.
Yeah,
Now,
you don't see much of Bully, and the way that they played him, they made him the cool kid. I don't know if that's going to be a thing that
yeah,
sticks.
I honestly hope it doesn't, because like that kind of defeats the point of having PJ Crenshaw, and I like PJ Crenshaw.
There's
So
James Crenshaw.
yeah, Jimmy Jams Crenshaw, pair of Jammies Crenshaw. But yeah, I hope they don't keep that, because I like Bully being, well, the bully. He's one of the few antagonists that SML currently has, so I think they should keep him as that, and they should
Mhm.
keep PJ Crenshaw. But if this is like a one-time thing, or like they have another episode where PJ gets his girls back and becomes cool again, I'll be okay with that. But I think he was used well in this video. I like how he wasn't necessarily the bad guy. Like he was
You
a
know,
bit. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, you know how they can make PJ the cool kid again?
How?
Because PJ Crenshaw stole M&Ms by putting them up his nose. Because M&Ms are small enough to fit up there. I've had
Yeah,
experience.
that's true. That is true. We'll have to wait and see for that one. But yeah, I like how Bully in this one wasn't really a bad guy. He was a bit antagonistic, but he saw that Junior wanted to get to doing some bad stuff, and he was like, "Well, you know what? All right, I respect that. I respect your determination to try to do it." And then I like the set. I don't know how Camille Habib Habab has seemingly downgraded from telemarketer to
A
gas
gas station.
station. Yeah, unless he's the owner, I guess maybe that's a promotion. He
I don't know.
he started his
Maybe
own
he's
gas
like
station.
Brooklyn guy and has several jobs.
Well, we know he does have several jobs, but we haven't seen him as a telemarketer in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and he was a tech support guy too. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe
Maybe
he
he
did.
quit. Maybe
Yeah, and
he
he
quit so he could focus on his business.
started his own gas station business. I mean, he seems to be the owner, because he didn't seem to be upset when Brooklyn guy was screaming to the camera, "Okay, I'm stealing all this stuff." But
Wonder.
like, I thought there were some good jokes in this video. Like, I don't know why the one line that always makes me laugh is when Cody's trying to stick the Cheetos up his butt, and then they get stuck, and then they're trying to get him out. He said, "Junior, the bag popped. There's a Cheeto on my ass, Junior. My asshole. Oh, it burns so bad." And then you
He's
could
like,
hear
maybe I,
you can hear Logan when he's trying to have Junior say like Cody, but he adds a little laugh to it because you can tell Logan was expecting him to say that, and that always gets me. He's like Cody.
I think that was a Poobie thing. I think that's something that actually happened, and he was just playing along with it.
Yeah, no, it was in the behind the scenes. You could see like they rehearsed the scene, and that line wasn't in it. But then when they started recording, Booby said that line. But it's such a funny line, and just the fact that Logan almost had to stop because he was laughing too hard. and then Junior having to distract Camille while Cody was walking out of the store, and then the bag fell, and he was like, "Junior, the bag fell. They're out." Oh,
I don't know, but
man.
that was great. And I don't know if it's me, but whenever the characters, like not the characters, but like Logan and Pablo and all of them, when they start laughing during a scene, it just makes the video so much better because it just
It
shows how much
does.
fun they're having.
Exactly. Like I know that some people get mad at that when they like break the fourth wall and they like start laughing because they messed up the scene. But I always like it because it shows that yeah, okay, this is their job, this is a business, they're obviously doing certain things because they're trying to make money. But it's moments like that where it shows you like they still have fun with what they're doing.
Yeah, and like, uh, what was I gonna say? Damn, that's it. I personally like fourth wall breaches. I don't know why, but whenever it happens in SML, I find it hilarious because it's like, wait, that's not supposed to happen. That caught me off guard.
Yeah. Like I will admit, like earlier in the year they did have like a stretch of videos where like every other video there would be a fourth wall break, and I can definitely see like okay, yeah, I can tell they're having fun. It's kind of funny that they broke the fourth wall, but like they are starting to do it a bit too much. I can get that angle, but it's been a minute since that happened, and they didn't. And this one was just such a brief thing. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, I really like that. I will say my only issue with this video, especially rewatching it, because I have rewatched a good bit, because oh no, I just think this video is really funny. Um, the part with Brooklyn guy where he's like going over all like the food he wants and like the stuff with he does in the bathroom so he doesn't steal stuff, like that did
Mhm.
drag. That dragged a bit. And like, yeah, I get it, especially with the bathroom stuff. That's supposed to be part of the joke, is that he has this huge process for how he gets away with stealing stuff because none of it technically leaves the store. But like, yeah, that did drag, and especially if you rewatch it, it's like, okay, I get it. He doesn't wipe, and it's gross because he wants to keep all this stuff in the store. Um, but it almost makes it worth it at the end because Camille just goes off on him.
Mm-hmm. He's just like, you have that
I
kid
want you to
stealing Cheetos.
leave.
He's like, you have that kid stealing Cheetos. I don't care. He
I
can have the
don't
Cheetos.
care. Yeah, as long as I don't have to clean up his piss and shit.
He doesn't even care that he robbed him. He's just the fact that he made a mess in his bathroom.
Yeah, I don't blame him because he's got to clean it up. He's clearly the only employee.
Clearly. But
But yeah, no, I really like that episode.
yeah. Is there any more?
Yes, we got two more. Uh, Jeffy the evil scientist, or evil scientist Jeffy.
I like that video.
I do like it too. Though a few things I want to bring up, if that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
to start off with. So, first of all, Jeffy says he wants a brother. Where's Scooter? That was the whole point
Right.
of Scooter. Jeffy cloned himself so he could have a brother, and it was Scooter.
I think Matthew played Scooter, and I don't know what happened to Matthew.
Let someone else to play Scooter. I want Scooter. I want to see Scooter again.
Yeah, but if someone else played Scooter, if it's not the right voice, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
But
like that's like having Tom Hanks play SpongeBob. It just wouldn't feel right or sound right.
yeah, it would be pretty hilarious though.
Which one? If Tom Hanks played SpongeBob or if somebody else played Scooter?
Tom Hanks playing SpongeBob. But yeah, I miss Scooter. But like, it feels like such a weird plot because they've done it so many times. Like Jeffy wants a brother or an imaginary friend, which he had. Like they've done this plot so much. I don't know why they had to do it again. It was weird to reuse that plot. What's also weird is like the evil genius Jeffy, the evil mastermind, doesn't interact with Jeffy.
Mm-mm.
Like I don't why not?
It's like he's not even aware he's there.
Like it really seems like they wanted it to be regular Jeffy, but they couldn't think of a way for him to become an evil scientist. And it was only for like an October Halloweeny video. So they thought, well, we'll just clone him again. And that's what they did.
And instead of the cloning machine, they used a cloning gun.
Yeah, the cloning array, which runs on cologne, which is stupid, but I thought that was funny.
But
Specifically Axe body spray.
he referenced the cloning machine.
You know,
Yeah.
the whole thing with the cloning machine running off cologne, I don't understand how that can be, number one, efficient, number two, make any damn sense.
Oh, it absolutely doesn't. Like it runs on
That's
not just cologne. It runs on Axe body spray specifically.
Wow.
Yeah, and even Brooklyn guy was like,
Wow.
"Hey, you guys have any Axe body spray laying around?" Well, we're not in a middle school locker room, so I guess not.
That's crazy.
It's better than using what is that acronym that Toady used? It spelled out ejaculation. I can't remember.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's in an SML video. Cody makes a machine and he's like, it runs off of something, but he uses words to form a sentence.
Yeah, I know
acronyms.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember what video it was or what the invention was, but I know what you're talking about. I think. Oh, I don't remember what the name of the video was, but I think it was the video where he had a gun that would turn stuff into animals, and he was saying what it stood for, or he was saying what the machine was called, and it was all these words. But then after he said all the words, he said it's an acronym. And then if you put the words into an acronym, it becomes ejaculation.
Okay then.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a weird idea for a video, and the beginning portion was I'll be honest, I didn't like it. Like, I don't even know why they had to knock Marvin out for the video, because regular Jeffy didn't do anything, neither did Rose, neither did Marvin. It was just Brooklyn guy and evil Jeffy. So
if Logan had to play, I don't know who played the evil Jeffy. It sounded like
that was Anthony.
Oh, then I don't know, because Logan was able to hold the camera. So that's a good question. Why did they knock him out?
Yeah, I don't know. But after the beginning part, I actually thought it was pretty funny. Like the idea of an evil version of Jeffy that's trying to be evil but is horrible at it because he just doesn't have common sense is perfect. Like that is the perfect evil Jeffy. And I think they pulled it off well. The bank scene is one of the best SML jokes. I'm sorry, it is. Just him going in with the Nerf gun, even if it was a real gun, it would still be just as good. Or he comes in, he's like, "Give me all your money, sir. You need to grab a ticket and wait your turn." "I'm sorry. Grab a ticket and wait your turn. You realize I have a gun, right? This is bulletproof glass." "Oh, we'll see about that." Fires, and it doesn't do anything. Huh.
Then the
Well,
other,
I'll grab a ticket and I'll wait in the lobby.
then that the other robber, he gets his number called and he goes up. He's like, "Give me all the money." "You're not scared? This is bulletproof glass." "Well, bend down real quick." "Okay."
Yeah.
"Give me all your money."
Yeah. Well, I also like, he's wearing the ski mask, he's got the gun and everything, his number is called, he gets up there and he's like, "Hey, yeah, can I just have like a money savers account or whatever kind of account he said?" The lady's like, "Oh yeah, sure, yeah, we could do this." "Just kidding, give me all your money."
Hmm?
Like that was good. And then when evil Jeffy goes to the gas station because the other guy robbed the bank, the other guy's there already robbing it. "Give me all your money." "Oh, don't shoot." And then evil Jeffy's like, "Oh, come on, man. Didn't you just rob the bank? Don't you have enough money already?" And the guy's like, yeah, you're right.
You can
Here,
have
yeah,
this one.
yeah, you can
"Oh,
have this
so can
one."
I borrow your gun?"
Oh yeah, sure. Like,
"Thank you."
I love that. That's great.
"Hey, can I have my gun back?" "Oh yeah, here you go." For being criminals, they're pretty nice to each other.
Yeah, yeah, they're pretty understanding, pretty polite. Like
Uh,
to be honest, I think the most disappointing part about this video is that Brooklyn guy gets evil Jeffy to kill himself because now he might not come back, and I want him to come back. I First we need more antagonists in SML videos because we don't have many. We've got Goodman, Bully, um, Nancy technically, and I think that's it. Oh, and I guess those two gay robbers, the more recent recurring bad guys. So
mm,
we got those four, and that's it.
that's
Like
true.
we need more antagonists and villain characters. I mean, I guess there's like Super D sometimes, but that's only
Super Mega
sometimes.
D,
Yeah, Super Mega
Average
D
D,
and like
Average
uh
D.
the super
It's the new
long
one.
D. Um, but like, I want Evil Jeffy to come back and be a recurring bad guy because I just think it would be so funny to have a recurring bad guy who is incompetent. That's his whole thing. Is he freaks everyone out because he wants to take over the world, but he's so bad at it. And then you can
He's
have
like
this
Duke and Smirch.
Yes, and you can have this really stupid rivalry between him and
And a
Dr.
platypus.
Finkelshitz.
Oh, instead of platypus.
Yeah, I know you said a platypus because you just want him to be Doofenshmirtz. He
Yeah,
can't
I
be
did.
a carbon copy of Doofenshmirtz.
Ain't a platypus.
Yeah, that's such a good joke. Because Perry will come in, he won't even be like in regular platypus mode. He'll be like in his
No.
kung fu stance and everything, and then Doofenshmirtz is like, "A kung fu knowing platypus," and then he puts on
The
the hat.
hat.
Yeah, like, and sometimes he even rolls his eyes. It's like, again with this. Puts on the hat. The kung fu knowing platypus.
It's the hat. He only knows him
Ah,
because of the hat.
I need to watch Phineas and Ferb again. I
Me and
love
Sarah
that show so much. I
do
always have
smoking that
to
thing.
I always have to remember that Doofenshmirtz is part of an evil organization called Love Muffin.
Glove muffin. Maybe Evil Jeffy and Doofenshmirtz need to meet.
Ah,
Do that,
they.
Logan.
I mean,
Do
they
that,
do
Logan.
have. I'm pretty sure they have a Doofenshmirtz plush. So yeah, might as well.
That'd be cool.
That would be great. Or even just have Finkelschitz meet Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah.
That could be a
Imagine
fun
if they
video.
made.
They could be college buddies.
I was getting ready to say, imagine if they did a whole episode about Phineas and Ferb, and instead of Perry, Cody and Joseph and Junior can be like, "Hey, where's Terrence?" And then it cuts to Terrence fighting Cody because Cody's Doofenshmirtz.
That would actually be a really cool video. But on the other hand, I hate spiders, so I probably wouldn't watch it.
And then you could have Penelope running the Chef Pee like, Chef Pee Junior and Joseph are in there making a roller coaster. And like they come back and it's just not
He's-
there.
Yes. That would honestly be a really cool video.
I might do that on my own Plus channel.
And then if they were really cool about it, they could do a song, just like how they'd always do in Phineas and Ferb. They'd always have the song segments.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. There you go, Logan. Please make that video.
We must have it. Make it the next video.
But yeah, I thought Evil Jeffy, after the very beginning was actually pretty decent. And then the last video, the Krabby Patty meal.
Oh boy. Okay. Can I go first on this?
Absolutely.
Okay. Everyone knows that I have a hatred for that Ronald McDonald guy. But the first time I actually did agree with Ronald on something, I do believe McDonald's would have done the Happy Meal, not the Happy Meal, but would have done the Krabby Patty meal a lot better. And I agree, McDonald's does have a sesame seed bun. They have better buns than Wendy's, my opinion. Like they would have put it in a fancy box and they would have given you a SpongeBob toy. And if you got a Plankton toy, you don't get a burger because he done stole it. But I agree with him on that. And I agree with him on the Diet Dr. Kelp thing, but it was Dr. Pepper. I agree on that part. So I think they would have done it better. But the video itself, the rest of it, it was okay. It was just very repetitive of them comparing the Krabby Patty to a regular cheeseburger.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think the point of the video was fully accurate. But yeah, the video was not great. It was very repetitive. The only thing about it I did like was just the initial reaction of Junior looking at the burgers, like looking at them multiple times, looking at Junior, Joseph, and Cody, and just going, guys, what the fuck? Like, that was such a genuine reaction.
Yeah. And that's coming from a guy who ran in the Wendy's front door screaming, "Rev up those fryers!"
Yeah,
'Cause
rev up
I
those
actually,
fryers.
I actually did that, and whenever I did, I finally got through the door, and there was just a whole line of people like backed up, and I was like, "Oh, I didn't realize there was people that close to me when I yelled it."
But yeah, disappointing, both in the video and the actual Krabby Patty meal. Though
Yeah,
I do like the Frosty. The pineapple Frosty was pretty good.
yeah, the Frosty's good. The burger itself is just a Dave single with ketchup,
Yeah,
mustard, mayonnaise, and like Italian seasoning mixed or some shit.
yeah. Like it's sauce. You could barely taste it.
That's all it was ketchup, mustard, and mayonnaise.
Well, I think after that it is time to finally go on to the main topic: the houses. So this is going to
Are
be a
you
bit.
sure you don't want me to come back in? Craig, go. Okay. Well,
So yeah, I this is gonna be a little different because we're not really gonna be talking about like the characters or anything. I just kind of wanted to go over like the locations of the house and kind of like how the various houses had different like feels to the videos. Like the old house, obviously, it was the old house. It just like it's gonna sound a bit weird, but like the layout of the house just had this classic feel to it. Like you just look at the rooms in that house, and it's just like it makes the videos feel kind of homey. Like
no,
it looks like that is your childhood home. You got the room with all the toys.
no, I
You've
didn't stick
got
that one in the
you've got
bag.
the classic kitchen with those like
It is.
cobblestone countertops. You got the TV room. You've got Bowser's room where his DVD player was a PlayStation 3. You've got Junior's room that had all like the um, pink stuff and Minnie Mouse stuff because that was Logan's little sister's room. Like, I don't know, just like it felt just classic. Like everything was there, everything they needed for the videos
Was that
and
back
those
when he
old
was
days
living?
were there.
Yeah, was that back when he was living with his mom?
Yes.
Yeah.
And like, you had obviously Mario and Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventures, where the house was a few things. It was both their house, but then certain rooms in the house would be like a cave, and like it would be the base of um like some of the villains and stuff. Like you had to use your imagination a bit there, and I always like that in my plush videos. I mean that's typically how I make my plush videos too, because I mean I'm limited areas to really go to, so
Imagination.
yeah, I always like using imagination a bit, and that's what you had to do in that house for a little bit there, but then eventually they actually got access to more locations, and the house was just the house. But like again, the locations were so classic. Had the kitchen with Chef Peepee, where that would be his domain, because that was back where Chef Peepee had his dedicated videos, where it would be him cooking stuff. And I'm gonna be real, I miss those videos.
I don't think I've seen any of those.
You have not seen any of them?
I don't think so.
Have you not even seen the one of Black Yoshi's energy drink, where he had to make Black Yoshi that energy drink?
No, I have not.
You've never. Oh, well, I know what we're doing when we're done recording.
Fine by me. I was going to ask you anyway after the podcast because there was a new SpongeBob theory, and it's called the imagination theory.
Well, I will definitely check those out. But yeah, I definitely need to show you that because man, that was a time. Like I still remember,
Nice.
like when I was way younger, first getting into SML and the Chef Pee videos were first coming out. I would get excited when they would come out because I'd always wonder, okay, what's he gonna do next? Because it was always something simple. It was always like he's got to make a burger, he's got to make a cake, or he's got to make mac and cheese. But he always messed it up somehow. It was either he messed it up or someone else messed it up. Typically either Junior or Toad. And like, I like one of my most memorable videos was like in that kitchen was Shrek asked Chef Pee Pee to make him some cheesecake because I think he ran out. And he wanted some homemade. And Chef Pee Pee had no idea what cheesecake even was. He was like, cheese and cake? Who would put those two together? That sounds disgusting. So what he did was he got a zebra cake. He got a slice of cheese, put it on top of the cake, and then put that in the microwave.
Ew.
Yeah. But like, that was such a time, man. Like, I miss that time. And then you know, Junior had his room with all the pink Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse stuff in
Yeah.
there. Which, I mean, I know that was because it was Logan's little sister's room, but I don't know. I thought it was funny because it kind of made sense for Junior at that time because like he always wanted to try to be the cool kid, but he was also a big sissy, and like he he liked girly stuff. I remember that one video. I think it was Home Alone where Bowser and Chef Pee Pee were going to the monster truck rally, and Junior was in his home watching. I can't remember what it was called, but it was some like teen sitcom about like this hot dude who like kept hitting his girlfriend or whatever, and Junior was watching it like. And like he hit his girlfriend, and Junior was like, "Yeah, she deserved it." like he was all into it and stuff.
I think that was Home Alone because I think that was like right before his house started getting broke into.
Yeah, and then that was also where like Black Yoshi, he had his one room with the Angry Birds. Like I still remember, like I thought it was so neat that like Black Yoshi had his crew with the Angry Birds, and they'd show up in various videos around that time. They'd just be around the house. That was also a really cool thing that I think, like even when they moved to the apartment, they didn't do that well. Where like in the old house, like everyone was around. Like they had their rooms, but like you would see them in their rooms. Like some of them you could see just around the house, like doing their own thing. Like it felt like that house was lived in by all the characters. So like how they'd be used in videos and stuff. It was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Um
And they got the apartment.
Yes. So one thing I do really like whenever they would switch houses is they would always explain it. So for the apartment, how they explained it was I forget why, but they like lit a candle in Junior's room, and he accidentally knocked it over
That's
onto
how
his
they left.
bed.
That's how they left that apartment.
Yeah. Because
Oh wait. Was it? I don't think it was because I thought they got evicted, so they cut the couch in half. Then they left.
No, that was when they left the apartment. When they left the old house, it was because it caught on fire.
Oh, okay.
Because he lit the candle and then he dropped it on his bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's how they left the old house and they went into the apartment. And I remember that was such a big thing, them going into the apartment and like one of the big things was the kitchen was connected to the living room, so Junior, um, Joseph, and Cody could annoy Chef Pee easier. And then, like, a lot of the characters like settled in pretty easily. Um, but like, I kind of liked how some of the early episodes were about the struggles that they were having with the apartment. Like in Junior's train table, where because their old house burned down and he couldn't grab his old train table, he didn't have his train table, and he also didn't have a whole lot of toys either. He only had a couple. So like there were a decent number of videos then about that, and like he had to get the train table and stuff. So like trying to get back stuff that he had, and I kind of like that storyline a little bit. It sounds a lot more grand than it actually is. Him just trying to get toys, but like it was cool that they even bothered doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was the whole thing with the warp pipe, because Mario learned pretty quick that having to go up and down 3 flights of stairs every day sucked. And that was a great video. And then this was also where they started to take some risks a bit. This is the era where Brooklyn Guy became more of a main character. Because, like, in the old house, that's when Bowser Jr.'s summer school happens, where, he was the Brooklyn firefighter, and he was also learning to be a cop by Goodman. But then, starting with the apartment, that's when he started having all of his other jobs and becoming more of a main character. So there was that. There was the introduction of Rosalina, and then they even had that interesting dynamic of Peach and Rosalina at that time, where Mario still had feelings for Peach, and the apartment
Was
is
the Valentine's Day video filmed in their apartment when
yes.
the one where Peach shows up and she's like, hi Mario, and then like he was like, oh my god, Peach is here, so he ends up locking Rosalina in a closet.
Yes, yep, that's the one.
I love the joke. It has a dog on it. Dogs can't have
Yeah.
chocolate.
He's gonna die, and then she just breaks out laughing.
I miss old.
I know. I was just about to say that. I miss old Rosalina so much. The stars.
And Rosalina's necklace. She was.
Yeah.
I like her in that one too. She's like she shows back up after coming back from seeing her parents. She's like, "Hi, it's Jeffy."
Yeah, I can't remember which episode it was. It was where I can't remember. Rosalina was upset about something, and then Mario was like, "All right, go see Star Wars again. You want to see Star Wars again? Star Wars? Yeah, let's go see Star Wars. We'll see Star Wars for the 47th time this week." Da, 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 da. He's just going insane. It was great. Like, I think the apartment era is probably my favorite era of SML. Like,
Yeah.
like, I mean, the classic era has a bunch of really good, really funny videos, but like the apartment era is like where most of my favorites are. Like the apartment was like very experimental, but I think that really helped with making some of their best videos. Like they would take such simple ideas and turn them into some of the funniest videos, like Bowser Jr.'s Piggy Bank. That's one of my all-time favorite SML videos. It gets me every time.
There's a video that gets me every time. It's Cody's amiibo. Like whatever he was. No,
Yes, I love those videos.
It was Cody's amiibo, and then the one where Cody was not in the game zone. He's like, "What the fuck's a boom boom?"
Yeah, yeah. Boom, boom. Well, hey, look, they got Pauline. Nice rack, I guess.
I guess he's not fully gay.
Spike? Where the fuck is Spike? I don't know. They just take some make a Wish Kids fan character and put him in the game.
He couldn't come up with a better name, so they called him fucking Spike.
I love that so much.
Oh look, Cody. There's boom boom, boom
Boom,
boom.
boom.
The fuck is a boom boom?
Yeah, Junior, tell me, in what Mario game did you see Boom Boom? I love like that whole trilogy of videos is so funny.
Seeing Cody get
Uh,
mad was just funny back then.
it was like in the bake sale. We've got more dead as 8-year-olds than full-grown adults.
Cody, calm down. Calm down, Cody. Junior, don't tell me to fucking calm down. He starts beating the shit out of him.
Oh, it's so good. Like the apartment, like it definitely has a different feel than the old house. And
Was that trilogy at the apartment?
yes, it was.
Okay.
I can't remember what the original video was, because it was oh, it was like Cody's not in the game or something, and then it was Cody's amiibo, and then it was Cody's tennis.
Okay,
I'm
I'm about
pretty
to just share those videos.
I'm pretty sure Cody's tennis was at the apartment. That one might have been at the new house, though. No, wait, no, I think it was in the apartment because I'm pretty sure it was the red couch on the white wall, and that was the apartment.
Hmm.
Might have to watch that one to make sure, but I definitely know for sure that the first two episodes were they were in the apartment. I love it. Cody's amiibo, just Junior and Joseph arguing about their amiibos. Yeah, well, I'm in my clown car. Yeah, well, I'm doing the Fall Town Boogie. It's so good.
Fall Town Boogie.
Um, but yeah, like there's so much about the apartments, like so much experimentation. Do you remember I think it was called Bowser's Plan, where like that was the biggest change they ever did. And they never did it again because everyone except me hated it apparently. Where he tried to make it more like the actual Mario games. Lance was Bowser, and then they called the characters their actual names. Like Cody, he still had his voice, but he was Kamek, like he is in the actual Mario games. Joseph still sounded like Joseph, but
Yoshi.
was Koopa.
Mm.
And then and they brought Goomba back, and they kept making fun of his no arms. Logan played him. I love that one. But yeah, like that was such an experiment because Logan said like he had a plan of if that video did well, where he was going to like make a new series where it would be like the Mario games, and it would be more like that. And to be honest, I really like that video. I wish I got to see what that would have been like.
Mm.
And then, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that. Shit. What was I gonna say? Never mind. I forgot. Continue. It'll come to
And
me in a
then
few minutes.
to leave the apartment to go to their new house, they brought back the Koopalings, which was really cool, mainly for me, because as a long time SML watcher.
Oh, okay. I remember what I was gonna say. I was thinking of Junior's imaginary friend, the little purple thing. What's his name? Uh,
Trying to
Shit. What is his
remember.
name?
Hang on. Oh, was it Gumbo?
Gumbo. Yes. Uh, Whenever you said he had no arms, I was thinking of Gumbo just going.
Yeah.
I
I miss Gumbo.
don't know. They need to bring Gumbo back.
They do.
Like Gumbo could
Um,
just show up, and then Cody could be like, "Who the fuck is that?
yeah,
Gumbo?"
yeah, yeah, he's my imaginary friend. Wait, Junior, you still have an imaginary friend? Yeah, he's always been here. Isn't that
Hey
right,
Cody.
Gumbo?
Hey Cody, it's Kid. Not right now, Kid.
Yeah,
I'm talking
yeah,
to
not
Cody.
right now, kid. You're talking to your dog. That dog! That dog,
He's not a
Junior!
dog, just
um, but yeah, then they brought the Kooplings back, which as a long time watcher, that was such a cool thing because ever since the old house, I wanted to know where that Koopling series of episodes was going to go because they had the Kooplings episode 1 and then they never followed up on it. And granted, they retcon that episode. It's not canon anymore. Now the Koopalings are clones of Junior, not his actual brothers and sisters. But it was still really cool that they were brought back. They had their same voices, same personalities, and then they destroy the apartment. Chainsawed the couch in half, which that scene was not only crazy to watch, but then to see Goodman's reaction. I still
and it's
remember.
crazy. It's crazy because seeing Goodman's reaction, knowing he's a puppet, he can't really make facial expressions. But just using your imagination after seeing that scene, something about it instantly looks like he has an anger face.
I know. Well, like that. That's the thing. That's the thing about like, and this is a whole other topic entirely. Might make a whole video about this one, to be honest. That's the thing about like the plushes versus the puppets, specifically the newer puppets, because like Brooklyn Guy and Chef Pee Pee and Goodman, they don't have this problem. But like, they're less expressive faces gave more expression because then you could because they didn't have like an actual built-in expression on their face, it was so easy to imagine what their expression was. Like when Goodman looked at the chainsawed couch
All right, I
and
can go
then
ahead.
with no words he just points his hand at it like that, like your mind already puts the pieces together like, oh, he's hit.
Hmm.
But yeah, they chainsawed the couches, they got evicted, and then they had to find a new house. And I liked how they framed it at first. They were all in a hotel at first.
Now that you mentioned that, Corey, that's taking me back. I have not seen the old apartment eviction video. I haven't seen that in forever.
Yeah, neither have
That's
I,
crazy,
man.
though.
Like it's crazy to think that that was years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's crazy.
Old.
Like I know we're gonna have to start filing for retirement here soon.
Yeah, right. I'm fucking 23, but I feel like I'm 80.
I know. Like, ah, man, this thing from my childhood is 20 years old now. Just, where's my tombstone? I better
Right?
start walking in it. Oh man. But yeah, so they started in a hotel and then Brooklyn guy came to them with their house, which, you know, for the thoughts that I have about what the twist ended up being about the new house and what actually happened in it, I will say it was kind of smart for Brooklyn guy to be the one giving them this house, especially with the big twist, which that was the big
Secret
thing
door.
for the new house era did do something also different. We're bringing up how the houses have all done sort of different things. They've made SML do various different things. And the new house, when they first moved into the new house, pretty much SML became a horror series for a little bit there. Like, not every episode, obviously, they still had a good bit of episodes where it was just them doing goofy, dumb stuff. But, like, I can't remember if that's when the Hop Hop Bunny
Yes, it was. It
came
was whenever
from.
the Hop Hop Bunny, the Jeffy's doll, like the
Yes,
Priscilla
yeah.
or whatever the hell her name
Yeah,
is.
Jeffy's doll. You got obviously the secret door and bad things guy, the serial killer. Um,
They need to bring him back too.
and I'm pretty sure it was also in the new house where they had the video where it almost confirmed that Joseph killed his mom until she showed up.
Joseph was staying in Junior's backyard, and his dad agreed to let him stay with them as long as he can get a piece of his mom. And Junior
Yeah,
said, "Well,
that's right.
you could just probably grab a piece, and it might just break off."
Oh man.
And then, like that same night, Junior like woke up to Joseph screaming for no
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
And then the next night, he got woke up by Joseph saying, "Mommy, I don't want to kill you." Well, he said, "I didn't mean to kill you," or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah,
But
but yeah, like that. Yeah, they made a lot more horror centric videos during the early days of the new house, which was interesting. Um, I, I do not like that era as much as the apartment, definitely not, or even the old house. Um, Mainly because like obviously there were good videos in the early new house era, but definitely not as many as the other two houses. And well, they've been in that new house ever since, and um, really just recently they've, with them having the set change and getting all these new sets put in. It's been kind of the same for a while until now, and I I'm glad that they're getting the new sets and trying to change things up because I think a big problem is that SML's gone on for so long and they've been in this new house for so long that
now it's
thing
time for so long.
things have started to get a bit stale. Because I have seen so many like diehard SML like reviewers and fans being like, "Man, I just can't deal with it anymore. Like it's just more of the same thing, but it's not as good as it used to be." And whether you agree with that or not, I can definitely say like the new sets that they're adding are at the very
They're,
least helping
they're,
things along.
they're incredible because we seen how the one at the grocery store, I mean the gas station, and we thought that was a real gas station. At least
Yeah,
I did. 'Cause it looked so real. Like they had all the snacks, they had the hot dog bar, everything. They had it. It was just there. And with them putting in new sets, there's going to be new video ideas, probably more villains, more characters like workers, and
Yeah.
Characters can get jobs, like Jeffy could work at the gas station. Possibilities are endless.
Yeah, like I am really glad that they're finally getting out of the stagnation that they've kind of been in. And like, yes, they have tried to vary things up as time has gone on. They've introduced Applebee's, which is just their dining room, which that's also kind of a problem. They should probably try to make a restaurant set because they always go to a restaurant, typically Applebee's, but it's always just their dining room. And like it's a nice dining room. They get like a tablecloth and stuff sometimes. They try sometimes to make it look kind of like a restaurant, but it's always just their dining room. So like I really think a real restaurant set could work.
I'm glad that they're turning it into like an actual set house, so each room's going to be different. But I hope they at least keep Bowser's room and Junior's room and the red couch.
Yeah, well, I think they kind of have to. Like those are iconic locations.
And I do think they already have the school, like the classroom, but I think they're redoing the classroom.
Which is probably a good idea because the classroom was also like they didn't have the classroom for a good chunk of like the new house era. Like for the first few years, I think they didn't have a classroom, and then eventually they did, and it was cool. It was nice to finally have school videos back again. But then they just kind of didn't really do anything with it for a while, and yeah, it would just be good to kind of revamp. We're in an interesting new phase of SML where they're still in the new house, but they're changing it up to make things
Hmm?
feel like we're not in the same house, or
When
like things are finally changing.
when we're 80 years old, we're going to be back on the podcast going, well, them silly little whippersnappers, they still using them same sets they've had for 50 years.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, exactly. I can't believe it. Even during Junior's funeral, they were still in that damn red couch.
Change it to blue. At least just one blue couch. That's all I ask.
Why don't they
Blue
just
couch,
change it to
red
like
wall.
white?
Yeah, I don't care as long as it's a different color.
And damn boy.
Just, just
Hashtag
became.
pray for Poopy's arm.
Yeah. I just became squirted for a second. It should be illegal for so many tightwads to live in the same community. Or at least paint things a different color.
You don't have to live here, you know.
Yeah, FYI, you don't have to live here, you know. Hey, you're right. And I'm leaving here ASAP.
Dude, me and Sarah all the time are referencing the canned bread.
They have it. Canned bread. You got that every day.
Yeah. Now it's the only thing he eats.
Canned bread.
I don't know if I'd like canned bread.
Is that even a real thing?
I don't know, but I think Sarah mentioned a meme about canned bread.
I mean, I could believe it's a thing now, but I feel like at the time it wasn't a real thing.
Maybe it was a SpongeBob inspired thing.
That would be hilarious.
So maybe like, how'd you come up with this? Oh, I watched an episode of SpongeBob.
Yeah,
Ew.
some
The canned
bread,
Thanksgiving dinner.
Wait, what?
some bread
Canned
company.
Thanksgiving dinner.
Ew. Sarah says
Some
canned thanks.
There's also
Oh.
canned bread.
wow.
Canned bread is a thing. It's $9.69 at Walmart.
That's
A very
Pricey.
specific price. Anyway,
yeah. Anyway, I think that really covers everything that I wanted to talk about. At least we went through
think-
all the
I think we
houses,
should call this
all the
podcast.
areas.
And bread.
I think we should call this podcast the SML Podcast with an occasional SpongeBob conversation.
I mean, hey, it was on topic. They had the Krabby Patty meal video.
That's true. That's true. I kind of don't feel like playing my clarinet today. Oh, look, everybody's on their bike today.
But yeah, I think that ends the podcast off. So as usual,
Can I take over the podcast
no, Craig, get away from me. No, don't.
Well, I could do it this time.
No, put the rope down. No, don't do it again.
No,
Again,
no,
again.
Okay,
Don't put it up there. Stop it.
no, I'm going to hang it.
No.
I'm going to do it.
I gotta get out of here before Craig does unspeakable things to me again. So I'll see you later, guys. Make sure you.
Yeah. Remember, guys. All the links are in the description box. If you want to watch our videos, go for it. They're in the link. Okay, we're out here. See you later. Bye.